Hello, welcome back to BLENDERSUSHI live noding. In this episode, we're gonna take a look at the creation of this array of text on curve. I got this really old tutorial, apparently quite popular. It's more than 25,000 views. It's an old tutorial without sound, and then this is in this video. Basically, I went through the creation of this kind of text on curve, and everything is kind of manual. I draw the curve manually using grease pencil, and then I'm using the curve modifier. So the key point here is array and the curve modifier. But since we know animation nodes and Sverchok today, we can actually kind of use the node based system to generate this kind of design, and it's a lot simpler now, and you can actually do a lot more. So yeah, let's just do it. So file, save as, this is the text array on curve. And I'm gonna hide the lamp and this camera, and then we're gonna quickly jump to animation nodes to generate our text. I'm gonna create a text objects in the 3D scenes for animation nodes to work with. The ones we're gonna use is the randomize. So animation nodes tend to be slow if we turn on always. So I'm just gonna turn this 3. For our text object to show up in 3D, we need to text object output. So just gonna grab our text object, plug in our text, turn it on. Okay, so we have this kind of a random gibber. This is the default, but you can easily change this to 010 or 01, and this gonna generate this random binary 0 and 1. So this is quite nice. We can already see where it's going, right? We just need a curve that's generated while the text is continuously grow. It's very simple, very easy. You can actually change this into like a ACGT, like the protein kind of protein pattern. I don't know if you learn biology. At some point you will use this ACGT. Anyway, we just keep it 0 and 1, and this is a live text, so we got the text already. If we switch to Sverchok, and then here we're gonna generate our line for curve. We're gonna use polyline viewer, and we're gonna turn on B-spline and turn off the radius, so we're gonna have just the curve. I think we should already see the curve is being generated here. The step we can control. It's up to you whether you want this B-spline or not. B-spline gonna generate a smoother curve. Maybe we randomize the line using vector noise. So plug that in, and we know that we're gonna get this kind of squiggle, wiggly lines. It's too small at the moment. We can use the vector math MK2 and the scale, multiply scalar. We can grow it that way, or maybe from here. Testing it out. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good actually. We can just simply use this. Let's make it larger. The next thing we do, this is the text object, and text object actually we can just use modifier and curve, and then specify our curve from Sverchok. And that's it. That's pretty much how you can generate this kind of weird array on curve, like I show you in the tutorial. You can do a little bit more. Let's see, extrude it. Yes, actually I'm selecting the text. Okay, the text, we can center the text. Actually, maybe this guy. Okay, now the text is more centered to the curve, and it is also 3D. Yeah, that's pretty much done. It's really fast, and then if you want, you can grow the curve together with the text. Now, this thing currently, you can see it's a bit slow. That's because the text object tends to do that. I actually doing a baking at the moment using Alembic. You cannot bake out the text at the moment, but you can turn the text into a mesh, and then you export the mesh while it's growing. It's this is what I'm doing at the moment in the background. It's still working. This is working on 1000 frame. But yeah, I think this is pretty much it. Give it a try. Let's see what you can come out with. Obviously, this is still like a live effect. You can just change this to ACGT and then generate a random protein pattern this way. Sorry about that. Yeah, so in fact, if you're feeling challenged, maybe the ACGT can be replaced with an actual components of protein, and then this gonna generate like a DNA pattern. Yeah, that can be interesting. But the array and curve working together, and you can generate this really easily. Currently, looks like that our text goes beyond the curve, so we're gonna go back to Sverchok and increase the number of vertices. 500, for example. It's gonna generate more curve, and it will fit the text. Yeah, very cool and very easy to create, thanks to Animation Nodes and Sverchok, and also Blender Modifier. Really powerful. Hopefully you like this tutorial. Let me know in the comments down below. Any suggestion, feedbacks, any question, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.